Hello, welcome to another installment of Mustang Monday. A little bit early today, that never happens. So today's Berelle's turn. We back up? I love you. Back up. Back. Keep going. Back. Back. Another step. Back. Back. Good. She's funny. When I ask her to back up, a lot of times she'll pick up a leg and move it backwards and then put it right back where she started. Are you back? Back. Back. You can do it. Back. Do you need a target? What? That was good. That was very good. There you go. All right. Let's come in front of the camera, shall we? Show your beautiful bum to the world. He's over here, shall we? They're not for you to play with. We're getting closer to the farrier coming out to look at her. Yay. You're so lively. Good girl, did you know? This is kind of self-rewarding. It feels good. So when we first started, it was kind of scary. So she got a lot of food rewards, primary, what do you call it? There's a I can't remember the word for it. It'll come to me later. Reinforcer. Primary reinforcer is a food reward. Secondary would be grooming or patting or scratching. Good girl. So smart. So smart. She doesn't like the soft brush as much as the food though. So if she stands here for this, I give her a little bit more rewards. How did everybody respond to it? Do I have anybody here yet? I guess that is everybody. Camera. Look at this big old butt. You got a motor. See, so she's a little less happy you left this brush than the other one. Good girl. I should have rewarded her earlier. But, you know, we can learn. So, rewarding her for standing still. It's always good. Being relaxed. Another snack. See what she does with her feet today. Huh? See what you do with your feet? Look, please. Oops. Oh, hey. That's a nice clean foot. Very nice. Such a clean foot. Other foot. Good girl. Oops. Also a nice clean foot. Very long. So you'll notice I say good before I'm done, because you have to say the good during the part where they're being good. So otherwise, you're ready to hate. Now this foot now. Also a nice clean foot. Foot. So a little bit late with my bed that time. Just had to do that. This is a foot that gives her trouble sometimes. Foot. So we rode sooner. It's also a nice clean foot. I mean, give the bridge work sooner. Anybody's joined me. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Hi, Sue. My vocal cord thing gives me trouble sometimes. And haven't really figured out a rhyme or reason. I know when it's windy, my voice gets worse. But it's not windy. It's not that cold out. So I don't know what the deal is. Oh well. So anyway, welcome to Mustang Monday. Look how good she was. She was such a good girl. I have this hoof pick that I don't need in my hand right now. So yeah, haven't worked with her a whole lot. I've been busy doing chores and stuff. So we'll see how she does today. So far, so good. So as always, drop your questions in the comments, and I'll answer them when I can. What else? Karen Pryor died recently. So she wrote "Don't Shoot the Dog," and she was a what do you want to call it? She was a pioneer in positive reinforcement training with dogs. So she set the stage for that, and that was I think in the 80s, 1980. So it's taken 40 years for the equine world to catch up with the dog world. But there's more and more resources available online for positive reinforcement training for horses. And there's more and more people doing it. So that's cool. There's actually Facebook pages now dedicated to positive reinforcement training and rehoming horses that have been trained with positive reinforcement. Because it's a pretty big shock if that's all they've ever known. It's positive reinforcement, and then they go to a negative reinforcement barn. It's pretty hard for them to transition. I haven't decided if it's easier to transition from negative reinforcement to positive, because mostly those transitions have been when I was not very experienced with a positive reinforcement. So I think if I do have a domestic right now that's here for training that's been a pretty slow transition for her, slower than some of the other horses. But she's cute. She's a good girl. She tries. So it's all good. I guess I gave her too much food because she's taking an awful long time to eat that. So I think she's close. I'm going to get the bareback pad. Garbage man. It's not just going to fall off of her. Are you washing the garbage man now? Is it the garbage man? Yes. You distract her. Such important information there. She's a little distracted, so we're going to give her a second. Oh, look, you're down. Can you walk a little? Okay. Walk the other way. Walk, please. Walk, please. You're so pretty. Pretty hair. Hold on. Don't worry, I'll be back. Alright, I'm going to tighten again from this other side because the right side's a lot lower. So I guess it doesn't really matter. So I'm not going to go on there. I made her a little nervous, so I'm not going to tell her she's good, but I'm going to give her a snack. There, and that was better that time. Is that better? Can you go for another little walk? Pretty girl. Is everybody hearing me okay? So this is just a sped up version of how I started her with the bareback pad. We did a lot more just putting it on her and rubbing her with it and pushing it off so it hits the ground. So that if I hit the ground, she's not going to get scared, theoretically speaking. Hopefully I won't hit the ground. I don't like that. I don't bounce so well anymore. Are you done? You can go down the bucket. Good girl. Very nice. So we do some self-bridling, so that just means that I'm going to hold this open for her. Build on that. Can you see? Again, I'm not just going to put it on her and hope for the best. I'm going to on and off a few times. And as long as she's quiet. That way I know I can get it off the person. Right? You have a lot of sense. You're such a very good woman. We're going to do the same thing with this. So this should be familiar, because this is how we train with the halter. Usually stand in front of them to start, but she's progressed enough that it's the next start. Do a little bit more. You're so cute. Make sure it's not poking her in the eye. I thought this was going to be too big for her, but it's really not. So any adjustments I do, I'm going to give her a reward. I'm going to do this pretty loose so she can chew easily. We're going to need to get you your own Transcend Bitless bridle. Right? What colors do you think she should have? You can get pretty much any color you want. This one has some bling on the brow band. Looks good. Can you see the shiny bridle? This is actually Cisco's bridle. Alright. So you're working on rein cues with her, so I prefer to cue how to steer before I got on. So she knows her left and her right. So we're going to go left. Very nice. Right. You can do it. Again, I'm going to reward over here. There you go. Good girl. So now we're going to make it a little harder. Left. That's right. That's normal. Oops. Okay. Did you get scared? Something happened that I didn't see, or did I scare you? Did the cat scare you? Cat's just been sleeping right now. hair. Not really. Right. What? Unfortunately, I can't reach. Left. Left. What? Yes. So smart. You're so smart. Let's turn around, shall we? What? Very tentative right now. Are you cold? Let's turn around. Good girl. What? This way. Right. I'm just gonna wait for her. The other horses are walking around. Right. What? What? Very nice. Right again. Right. What? Let's go over left. Left. What? Go a little bit forward. Over here. Can't reach? Can you not reach? I can't either. There you go, good girlie. There you go, good girl. You're so smart. So the last time I worked with her with the mounting block, she was less comfortable with me on the right than on the left. Make it happy for her. There we go. Good girl. Other side here. Left. What? she was good, so she gets the reward. Go back this side. I need a refill. Again. Another refill. So I'm going to make it easier for her. Climb up. Lean over. Reverse that. Climb up. Lean over. Reverse that. Lean over. Give her a scratch. Climb up. Lean over more on our back. Are you distracted now? Look over there. I don't know. Do you hear the barking dog? I hear a barking dog. Put my leg up. And we're gonna be done with that. I told you, girl. Very smart girl. Very smart girl. Not a lot in there. It's okay, so yeah, that was pretty good. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, this is Berelle. Oh, look at all these words. She's doing great. I love her. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to work with her lately. You don't hear anything? Nice. And apparently a jet. Definitely Berelle. She's so good. She's such a smart girl. I love her. I love them all. I'm a big softy pushover type, and I love all of them. So yeah. So that's how we do the basics. Different from how I used to do them when I was doing negative reinforcement training. Yeah, so if anybody has questions, like next steps or how we got to that point, because essentially how we got to that point was the same but slower and over the course of many short sessions. This was kind of a long session for her. So I'm surprised that she stayed with me as well as she did, because that was a very, very long session. So generally with positive reinforcement training, shorter, more frequent sessions are better.
It's probably the same is true with negative reinforcement, actually. But we tend to push through with negative reinforcement. And, yeah. So this is where we're at. This is my very good girl. We got some stuff off of our wish list. So that's cool. Still looking for square bale hay nets with small. She's just being curious. Checking out the Target that I didn't even need today. Right? So yeah, as always, leave your questions in the comments. I'll answer them when I can. Hope everybody had a really good New Year's week. Mine was actually pretty busy, so yeah, there's my girl. Extreme close up. You're so cute. You're so cute. So you want to see how we get her undone? I have to get the other bucket. So yeah, let me grab the other bucket and get her more in the frame. Here, my darling. Here, my sweet pea. So we're still working on her being comfortable with ropes and things. So we're gonna do that with this. You're in my way a little. I want to be on your side. Yes, I do. And we're just gonna flip it over like she's a totally broke domesticated horse. Touching her leg. Put this back on. Put this one back on. And like I said, she's pretty good at. Oh, come back. Come back. Come back. Put. And we're just gonna undo this. Undo this. Put. There's that. Stand up to there, hold her ears. Off. Put. Let me try to tell him what I'm doing, off and on. Do that. And see how she does with this. What? Like that flap. Are you full? Are you full? There you go. Take your hair off. Still chewing. Still chewing. And that's what we're looking for. They're still chewing. So she's still chewing. Oh, hey. I moved this. I bet you didn't see any of that. Oh well. There we go. She was so good. Usually when I start with the saddle pad, I pull it toward me, so if the horse gets scared, they jump away from me, not toward me, but she's been practicing. What? And you want to say the good as or just before it hits the ground. So I'm going to give her another jackpot over here. Come on, baby. There's her pretty tail. Any other questions? Her tail is beautiful. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. So the ladies are very interesting because they do feed off of each other. And I would like her, Felicity, to be able to do more stuff because she's significantly younger than the other two. Well, not significantly. She's only 5 years younger than Dazzle. 5? How old is Dazzle? She'll be 16 next summer. Yeah. So 6. So 6 years younger than Dazzle. So in theory, those two could be together for a long time, but Razzle's 18 and she's got the Cushing's disease. So there's that issue. Yeah, if Dazzle gives her permission. It's very true. So everybody follows Dazzle. So she's the first one to get scared. But the way they react when we do ride near them, they freak out. So if, like, words are hard. Lessons have been canceled lately because of the weather. We've had ice in the arena, so it just wasn't safe. It's actually pretty good in here now. So if we go for too long of a time without riding, when we do start up again, they all freak out. They run away. It's really interesting how they react to that. Hi, I got a kiss. 2 kisses. If we get to have our Western Days event here at the farm this year, we might have a kissing booth with Berelle. Because she gives kisses. She gives kisses even when you don't ask for kisses. And she's a good girl. So yes, what we do with the horses is completely up to the horses. At this point, I feel like I'd be more likely to ride scenic than the rest of the ladies. But Dazzle's letting me touch her face now, which is really cool. So that's kind of a precursor to touching her in other places of her body. And she also is allowing me to stand at her sides, both sides. Because that was a lot of spit. Thank you. Gross. Until the last couple of weeks, I have not been able to stand on her left side at all without her moving away. But she'll target her face to my hand when I'm standing on her left. So that's a lot of progress for her. I'm pretty pleased with that. I know it seems like baby steps, but you know, we didn't get the ladies here so that we could train them. We got them here so that they could be together and safe. So if they don't want to be ridden, they don't have to be. I would love to be able to handle Felicity more. We're working on picking up her feet for the farrier. And I haven't put a halter on her since the last bad incident. So it's about time we start bringing that out and start at least showing it to her and targeting it. Because she was actually very good. Hi. Kisses. You know, you shouldn't punch people when you kiss. Would you back up? You're in my face. Back up. Back up. Back. See what she just did? She picked up her foot like she was going to back up and then just put it right back down where it was. She's so funny. Back up. Back. That's forward. Opposite. Good. There you go. Can you see her? Nope. Back up again. Back up. Back up. Good. Her pretty face. Nope, you have to back up some more. Back up. How about 2 steps this time? Now can you see her? Yes. All right. Kiss. Your kiss. Is it chewing? Kiss. Good. I like that better than when she punches me. Good girly. Want to do that again? So kissing is her go-to behavior. Kiss. Kiss. Good. There you go. Alright. So, as always, thank you for joining us. She's so cute. I love her. And we'll see you next week. We'll do Scenic next week. Right? Yes. Scenic is next week. And thank you so much. And we still need hay. So if anybody wants to shoot us some dollars, that would be great. And our wish list is on our Facebook page. So if anybody wants to send us some of the stuff off of there, it's time to be dewormed again. Right? So I guess that means we've got to start working with the syringe. So most of the Mustangs, we usually do a feed through feed through dewormers, and the domestics get a paste wormer. But I think, what's her name? Berelle's close to just taking it. She's a good girl. Don't bite my bucket. So I hope y'all have a great week. Keep your eyes peeled because it's going to be Betty White Challenge Day pretty soon. I love her, so I'll start posting some Betty White facts pretty soon. And we will see you next time. Thank you for joining us.